I am not going down alone. That is the terrifying bombshell from cornered cop Fannie Nkosi inside Goshi Mampuru prison. And it has taxi tycoon Joe Ferrari Sibanyoni in an absolute panic today. Remember when Nkosi claimed he was raised by Sibanyoni? Remember when Sibanyoni threw a massive party after threatening a prosecutor to beat his extortion case, thinking he was untouchable? He never knew something bigger was being cooked underground to lock him up completely. Today, that trap snapped shut. A boiling hot Justice Madlanga just delivered the ultimate blow. A deleted video of Fannie Nkosi has resurfaced, exposing Sibanyoni's criminal links as the boss of the cabal. Madlanga used that video and Nkosi's explosive slip-ups to slap the underworld boss with a Rule 10 notice, dragging him straight into the fire. They tried to hide exactly why Joe Sibanyoni was subpoenaed. They tried to hide the truth from South Africans, but we dug deep. We found the shocking video, and the cartel cover-up just completely collapsed on national television. Sergeant Nkosi took the stand and tried to play the commission for fools. He ridiculously claimed the initials JS in his WhatsApp chats right after DJ Somebody's murder stood for Janine. Instead of Joe Sibanyoni, he swore he only met the taxi boss twice until attorney Ceci Baloyi dropped the hammer, proving Nkosi secretly visited Sibanyoni's private home at least 12 times. Chair Mbuyiseli Madlanga had enough. He completely snapped, looked the rogue cop dead in the eye and told him straight, "You are lying. Stop playing games." Now, with deleted video evidence resurfacing and his lies completely shredded, Nkosi is refusing to take the fall by himself. The panic in the underworld is real, and Joe Sibanyoni is forced out of the shadows. While the establishment tries to protect these cartels, we expose the raw truth. If you want these corrupt cops and syndicates locked up, drop a comment right now saying, "Jail the cartel." Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video everywhere before they try to silence this. Let's dive straight into the courtroom where the panic broke out. Jabulani, roll the tape.
My ability to remember what really I meant. But
please,
I can only...
Yes, continue. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine, Commissioner. Please. By the help of the person that I was talking about. So
please apply your mind and try to remember over the lunch break, because I know you are lying to us. So I want you to come back and give us an answer to this, an honest and truthful answer when we come back, because right now you are lying to us.
So, sorry to add on that, maybe not to I will maybe appreciate maybe if the commissioner can say, because of you are not sure now, go and think hard about it. Not that maybe you are lying about it. I'm not lying. I'm not a liar, my commissioner.
So far, until you give an answer that does sound truthful and honest, so far I'll say you are lying.
Can maybe
please redeem yourself and give us an answer that makes sense in the circumstances.
Yes, but can with this one maybe meet each other 50-50, that maybe I might have forgotten, then you come with your 50 that maybe I might, but not that completely 100%. I'm like, I'm not a liar. Commissioner Baloyi, I'm not.
May we... Commissioner Baloyi is next to me.
I didn't say anything.
No, I'm looking the way you are looking at me, that the next question, I will not stand for it. So I'm just preparing.
Thank you. Let's adjourn and come back.
And then you'll recall that on the 16th of December, at the foot of page 86, you told the CFO that you had a call at 6:30 to come and see number one. And his response was, "Who, my bro?" "Number one, JS." And you answered, "JS." And your version yesterday was that was General Sabia. You recall?
That's correct.
You don't want to reconsider, with the benefit of what we've gone through now, that it was much more likely to be Joe Sibanyoni?
No.
And can you give me your explanation again as to why General Sabia would be JS in the JS?
Okay, I think it was made on the abbreviation of JS because of JS means Chenene Sibia, Uchenene Sibia, Chenene Sibia, referring to Swazi. This is how maybe if it will be the best of my ability to give that answer.
No, Sergeant. No. You know what you're saying is not true. JS is not a short for Jenene in any language. It's not. Try again.
That is my answer. That is my understanding.
Understanding is the initial JS means Jenene.
Jenene.
Yeah, well, I'm saying to you, that's false. The answer you've given is false.
And, Sergeant, can I move on?
Yes, you can, Mr. Chaskalson. He says that's to the best of his ability. Answer.
But if he knew that the tender had, well, he couldn't have known that the tender had been cancelled because it hadn't. So that couldn't have been the situation. You accept that? He couldn't have known that the tender had been cancelled because, as a matter of fact, it had not been cancelled by that stage.
I cannot comment on that.
And if he thought that the tender...
Mr. Chaskalson, sorry. Sergeant, you have to be able to comment. You've been given dates, and maybe this is where I should express my concern about how you've been giving answers that you don't remember things since yesterday, even the most obvious ones. You've just been given dates. The tender, as a matter of fact, was cancelled in October. That's fact that you've been given. We are looking at WhatsApp messages in April. You say that the message, Buti, please let him say no to that appointment, was sent after he got information that the tender was cancelled. What is being put to you is simply this. At this point of this message, in April, the tender hadn't been cancelled. So it can't be that this message was sent after he heard that the tender has been cancelled. It's that simple. I think you are denying and refusing to comment on the most obvious things because you have taken a particular position that you are not going to be helpful to the Commission. And I think that should be expressed to you. You've been carrying on with, I don't remember. Now you say, I can't comment. You must be able to comment. And the comment is, yes, I accept that if the tender was cancelled in October, then in April he could not have been told or heard from anybody that the tender has been cancelled because it hadn't been cancelled. You should be able to accept that. And that you're not doing that is because you are being obstructive and not helping the Commission. That's the position you have taken. And I think you need to be reminded your obligation to the Commission is to assist and give satisfactory answers. You are not answering satisfactorily when facts are put to you that you are not disputing, and then you say, I cannot comment. I don't know if you want to comment, if you want to say anything. If you do, feel free to do that. But I think you need to be reminded of your obligations as a witness. It is to assist the Commission, which so far you haven't been doing. 2, it is to answer satisfactorily. Otherwise, you are committing an offense, and maybe you do need to be reminded of that.
So at least publicly, after the death of Mr. Msibi, Mr. Sibanyoni was expressing his condolences in relation to that death. Is that not correct?
Yes, that's correct, according to this chat.
Mr. Chaskalson, was this directed at the family when you say condolences were expressed?
The chat was a chat with Mr. Kaba. It was copied to Sergeant Nkosi. Sergeant, did you understand why Mr. Sibanyoni copied the chat to you, his chat with Mr. Kaba, in which they both expressed condolences for Mr. Sibanyoni. What did you understand him to be wanting you to take from that?
I think he wanted maybe me to know that he's also saddened and he feels bad about what happened to Mr. Msibi.
And what further involvement did you then have in relation to the planned meeting between Mr. Sibanyoni and the SAPS in relation to these allegations that had been brought to your attention by Mr. Mtakati Mswazi?
Can you repeat that again?
Well, to go back to how we got here, it was...
What other plans did I make, if I understand?
Well, no, you had now made an approach to set up a meeting. You'd made an approach to Mr. Sibanyoni to set up a meeting in relation to these allegations that the family had brought to you and the SAPS. Did you have any further involvement in that process? Were you at the meeting?
I was at the meeting, or had I had any further involvement?
Yeah, well, did you approached Mr. Sibanyoni to set up a meeting?
Yes, I did.
Was a meeting then held?
That's correct.
Were you present at the meeting?
That's correct.
Who else was present at the meeting?
General Mkwanas.
And what was discussed at the meeting?
Okay. It was just a background on how did this fight come about, and is it true that indeed these allegations were made by him, and then what is it, the fight now, because of he's no longer there, what is it, the fight all about?
You said, is it true that these allegations were made by him? What were the allegations and who made them?
No. It was these allegations of taxi violence after Mr. Msibi died. So Mr. Sibanyoni has been asked that if he's involved in these things or not.
So I see. So essentially, those cases that were on the list from Mr. Mtakati Mswazi were presented to Mr. Sibanyoni, and he was asked, are you involved in any of this taxi violence?
Yes.
In these cases?
That's correct.
And what was Mr. Sibanyoni's response?
He said he was not involved.
And did you have any involvement in this matter beyond that meeting with Mr. Sibanyoni?
I don't know. I don't understand clearly what is your question about.
Well, there was this meeting. Mr. Sibanyoni said he wasn't involved.
Yes.
Was that the end of the matter as far as your involvement was concerned? Did you have any further involvement either in investigating the matter or in discussing it with Mr. Msibi, or was that the end of the matter?
I did not investigate any matter, but I would be involved, maybe Mampane, Baba's right-hand man.
Baba meaning Mr. Msibi?
That's correct. His taxis will be stopped by the queue marshals, and then they would refuse him to load the passengers, and then he will phone me, then I will go back to Mr. Sibanyoni and inform him, hey, Imotozaga Mampane has been stopped, can you intervene? He said, I've got nothing to do with it, but I'll make inquiries with that effect. So I was regularly communicating with Mr. Sibanyoni on those bases.
Can I just
In what capacity were you doing that? Was it as a policeman or as a family friend to the Msibi family? In what capacity were you intervening in those disputes?
As a family, no, I can't say as a family man. As a
I said family friend, so you are a family friend of the Msibis, including his right-hand person. So I'm just trying to understand, were you playing a role of a policeman when you were intervening in disputes about taxis being allowed to load passengers at taxi ranks? Or were you just a family go-between and trying to resolve a dispute between two families?
I was trying to solve a dispute between two families.
As a family friend, not as a policeman?
No.
I'm not sure I understand the no in that context.
Okay. The no that I'm referring to is the no of as a family friend. Even though I'm a family friend.
You were doing it as a family friend?
No.
No. You were not?
I don't understand clearly.
You were not doing it as a family friend?
Okay. I was doing it as a family friend.
Thank you,
Why?
thank you, thank you.
So it was not a police case, it was not a SAPS case.
That's correct, Commissioner.
It was a case between two families that own taxis and you just got involved because you know these two families.
That's correct,
Yes,
Commissioner.
thank you.
But presumably, I mean, when General Mkonazi made that request to you, was he making that request to you in your capacity as a SAPS officer, or did he understand that you were someone who could possibly broker peace between these two families because you knew them both and he would want you to try and broker peace?
I think at that time, he knew that I knew Mr. Sibanyoni and I knew Mr. Mzansi, because I once introduced Mr. Sibanyoni to General Mkonazi.
Can I take you to page 277? Two seven seven. Let's start on 276.
Okay.
These are chats. It's your chat with Mr. Mnisi. It's the 30th of April 2025. And on 276, you'll see a message where you send a pin to Mr. Mnisi. That message has the timestamp 3:28:33. It would have been 5:28 in the afternoon on the 30th. Looking at that pin and the lake to the right of the pin, can you identify what the location of the pin is?
What page is that, Commissioner?
It's 276.
I see it.
Whose address is being indicated on that pin?
I can't remember.
Could it be Mr. Sibanyoni's address?
I can't remember.
Maybe if you go over the page, it will assist you, because you see that straight after sending that pin, you send a screenshot of your chats with Mr. Sibanyoni to Mr. Mnisi. And it says, well, you have an exchange with Mr. Sibanyoni from the day before, where you say, I'm ready. Khotsong Sion, I'm ready. There's a voice call. He sends back an access code to Centurion Residential Estate, and you say, copied, see you at 4. And that message is, that screenshot is sent to Mr. Mnisi. If you go up to the top of page 277, it's sent on the 30th of January, 30th of April. Timestamp says 3:29, but it is 2 hours out, so it's 5:29 p.m. So at the bottom it says copied, see you at 4, and at 5:29 p.m. your message to Mr. Mnisi was still here. So why would it be important for you to tell Mr. Mnisi that you were still at the location of Mr. Sibanyoni?
I can't remember as in why did I tell him, but the possibilities that maybe myself and Mr. Mnisi were supposed to be or to go somewhere. Then something came up. Then I informed him that this thing has came up. I have to go somewhere.
Can I take you, just flowing from those questions, to file 3 of 3? 3 of 3. It's the additional exhibits file.
We have 3 of 4, not 3 of 3.
It's the file that has pages 861 to 1320 on it.
Yes, it's file 3.
File 3.
Only, yeah.
Okay. And can we go to page 1032?
Page
1032. Do you have 1032?
Yes.
And these are your chats with Mr. Joe Sibanyoni.
That's correct.
And are you aware of the allegation that Mr. Matlala had tried to kill Mr. Sibanyoni?
That's correct.
And did Mr. Matlala and Mr. Sibanyoni ever make peace after that?
I don't know.
But you were in communication with both of them?
Yes.
Can I take you to the top of page 1032?
Yes.
At 2:14 in the morning, and this is a forwarded message,
Yes.
you forward to Mr. Sibanyoni a message saying, sure, STF have arrived at the address awaiting results. Do you remember who sent you that? Well, do you remember which address that related to?
That is 2 a.m.
2 a.m. on the 6th of December 2024.
I can't recall.
Who would have forwarded you a message? Who would have sent you a message telling you that the STF have arrived at an address? Which commander of yours?
Which one?
which commander of yours would have sent you a message at 2 in the morning on the 6th of December 2024 saying the STF have arrived at an address?
I can't recall. I can't recall.
Would it possibly have been Brigadier Ramangwa?
To send me this message.
To say STF have arrived, sure, STF have arrived at the address awaiting results. Let me maybe refresh your memory a little bit. On the night of the 5th December, 6th of December, you had injured your foot and you were at a Netcare hospital. Does that refresh your memory? You were at a Netcare hospital getting treatment to your foot. I think it was your left foot. Do you remember when that happened?
I get injured more often.
It doesn't really narrow it down.
I was injured, but I wanna remember. Netcare.
It was a Netcare hospital. I'm not sure which one. You can probably find out which one it was. That's not helping you remember.
Sergeant Nkosi, a person is only at a hospital so many times. It's not a place you go to every week. Surely you would remember if you were in a hospital because you had injured your foot.
So, Sergeant Nkosi, a lot happened, very important things happened in that period. That must remind you something. Mr. Matala was arrested, or there was an operation rather, on Mr. Matala. It's 2024, the PKTT was disbanded. So it's all about that same period. You must remember where you were, what you were doing in December, including were you ever injured or not in hospital?
I can maybe narrow it down a little bit. Netcare Acacia Hospital.
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
The hospital was the Netcare Acacia, A-K-A-S-I-A, hospital.
You know, commissioners, I'll be seen as I get injured. You, hands, legs. So I'm just trying to remember exactly what might have been the problem.
Well, the hospital's a side issue. Someone sent you a message saying, a commander would have sent you a message saying, STF Special Task Force have arrived at the address, awaiting results.
Mr. Chaskasan, maybe as a reminder also, is it not preceded by the bottom message at 10:31?
A call log that shows 3 calls from Mandla Mqina. Who is Mandla Mqina?
Is someone I know from Soshanguve.
Is he a nephew of Mr. Sibanyoni?
That's correct.
Is he associated with Gubis?
I don't know.
I see. Let's go down to page 181. And we see the CFO forwards you another call log where missed calls from Mandla Mqina are circled. You see it goes over to 182. And you send some laughing emojis saying he's looking for you. I want to put to you that what's happening in this case is that the General has had a meeting with Mr. Mqina in relation to Gubis. He said, don't speak to me, speak to the CFO. The CFO has then approved of that course, and now Mr. Mqina is desperately trying on behalf of Gubis to get hold of the CFO. That's what we're seeing. I put it that to you, that's what we're seeing. You want to comment on that?
I would not comment on the missed calls of the CFO.
So you're not denying what I'm saying is correct, you're just saying you can't confirm it.
I'm not going to comment on the missed calls of the CFO.
But you did comment at the time. You sent 4 laughing emojis and the message, he's looking for you.
I'm saying I'm not going to comment on what you said earlier, that the general has turned down Mr. Mqina. Now Mr. Mqina is frustrated. He's calling the CFO and the CFO don't answer his phone.